I still remember the Wi-Fi password for this coffee house, so Roy and I are standing in the doorway pretending we're waiting for somebody while the video uploads to YouTube, and then I'll pretend I've been stood up and amble off away. Somebody spotted some of that.
Oh, here it is, yeah. This is the dreaded Japanese knotweed. Fallopian japonica, as they say.
Darling, you just look like you're doing a gardening program. It's really nicely framed.
But this has been here only since last year. We had another patch, an original patch over there, but because the guys came and they dug the road and some of the spoils from over there ended up over here, we have this other patch now. So we're going to have to try and deal with it. So today we're going to go and get some glyphosate weed killer and treat it for the first time. Even though that treatment, they say, doing it regularly, it still might take 3 years to get rid of it.
But you said it was the right time of the year to be doing it.
It's the right time of the year to be doing it, and hopefully it'll start to control it so it won't carry on spreading. We'll be able to keep it in these two confined areas till we can get rid of it completely.
Because even though it's quite pretty, it's actually deadly, isn't it? It's dangerous, and it can damage the structural.
It's not dangerous. It's not poisonous or anything.
No, not in that sense. But you said it can do structural damage to buildings
and
just
it's far
completely
enough away
take
from ours,
over.
But it's just something you don't want, because if we're going to be trying to manage the land, even tiny little cuttings of it, they say if you cut it and move it, it'll just sprout up somewhere else.
So hopefully we'll find something that'll eradicate it, but we'll just pinpoint that species and won't damage the other stuff.
I think you can get specialist companies in to come and do it.
Got a bee in my head.
We'll treat it ourselves for now, and if it gets any worse, we might have to get someone in to have a look at it.
And it's not illegal to have. You said there were some legal obligations. But
yeah, it's not illegal. It's not a legal requirement to remove it yourselves
from your own property. A wasp has just landed on my hand.
You can be done if you're found to be spreading it maliciously. Not maliciously, but
if it can threaten other people's
exactly.
Then you've got a legal obligation to get rid of it.
That's right. So we will try and treat it. We'll get some spray. We'll see how we get on.
Just in front of, let's just see, can we see it? Kerry's farm store. We've got the giggles because we just seen a naked man. I think he was just like a workman who'd taken his shirt off and was waiting for being picked up. Anyway, we're going to go and see if we can get some of this.
Glyphosate. Weed killer.
Okay. Yeah. I've got one of these knapsack things that you wear on your back to...
You're not going to get lost with that, are you?
Tackle mainly the knotweed, but we'll also use it on the road because there are a lot of weeds, we noticed. We just keep on top of those too.
Filter there inside.
Less than 2 full ones. And how many is in each of those? 5?
They're 5. And this now, I've marked on there quarters, so it's a quarter. It's supposed to be a quarter of this.
Yeah.
To 10 litres.
What is it? Let's just see. What is it that you're using?
I've just drawn that on.
I know, but what is it that you're actually putting in?
It's Gallop. It's the Home and Garden one. It's probably not quite as strong as the professional one, but you
chemical though.
you need a license or a certificate in order to use that, or even buy
like a
it.
farmer's license to use the stronger one. But this is just, it's got what...
But it's still got the glyphosate in it.
Yeah.
It's still that one.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna put that in. Tricky lid. Need a knife.
There we are.
And I was just wondering whether it's actually going to be a bit...
So,
Yeah.
we're done. See the pressure gauge there?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's reading up to 2 bar now.
Okay. And what do you need it
A
to be
few
at?
pumps. That's probably fine.
Okay.
That's probably fine.
I'm going to go and test it out.
Don't come near though.
So we're going to now do the first spraying of this treatment, and we're keeping Roy on a lead. We're keeping well away because it's a bit toxic. And Noel's wearing a mask, so he can't really talk without it being really muffled, and he's just told me that we need to get it on the leaves. That's the main thing, to get it on the leaves. Leave it at least 6 hours without rain, so that's what we're hoping for. It looks a little bit cloudy there, but we're hoping it'll stay dry, and that's for the maximum benefit. And ideally you just keep repeating this. We're not going to be around because we're going back to the UK tomorrow, but we will be back again. So you have to keep using that lever to pump, to keep the pump going for the spray to keep coming out. And you can see that we've just got this little bit. This is what it looks like there, in like a little mound of it. And there's another bit over there I'll show you in a moment. We'll go over there. It's just in 2 locations. Apparently if you leave it alone, it won't spread by itself. It's only if it gets cut in some way, disturbed. Just the smallest tiny piece of it can then propagate and spread. So the key is to the key is, sorry I got the giggles, to try and keep it in one place. And I thought Noel was cross, so I stopped filming, and then he slipped and fell down there and said, I hope you got that. So I'll just keep filming. You're doing a good job, love.
Thank you, darling. There's some new bits just down the side here, so I'll have to climb down and...
Oh really? You can see that they're fresh growth, you mean? Yeah, if this doesn't work, there is stronger stuff that you can use, but apparently you need a license, like a farming license for that, which we haven't got. But, if you know people who can get it for you, like Willie, if he's probably got a license. If he hasn't, he'll know someone who has. Or you can pay people to come in and do it. Appearing, darling, in the undergrowth. So we're now walking over to the other side where it was originally. Was this where it was originally, over here?
This is where we saw it originally.
Yeah, so it has just transplanted over there. Can you get across? more than one of you commented about the Japanese knotweed, having seen it in previous videos, and I wonder if you have any experience. If you got rid of it, if you had it on your own land and maybe treated it, did you use the same stuff that we're using? And how successful was it? How long did it take? It would be interesting to hear. Let us know in the comments. Once we've moved here for good, we will be able to keep on top of it. Also, all that land there, you can see that is now reed bed. It's just long grasses. We want to remeadow all of that, and there is a process that we need to do. I think you scarify it, rake it, turn it over, and then reseed it. But we would need to be here to do that. So and we will have to find out a bit more how to go about it. Again, any advice is greatly appreciated. Just wanted to ask something. I love this spot, and I love the trees at the back here, and really don't want to lose those trees when this is levelled. So I've asked that you know, when they will be digging a lot of this away, that they can leave those trees when they level it out if possible. But I did just notice here, you see all around here, was it dark and wet? It would have been because of those big trees that we had, and now they've all gone. As daylight, sunlight can get to these leaves, and I think that this might be the problem, because I've noticed that there are these black spots on this tree. I think it's a beech tree. Maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong. There's all these black spots, you see. Tree looks healthy in itself, and apparently over at the other side they're not there. You know, they're not there. It's only on certain side of it. So where it's got sunlight, it could be just like a kind of mould, because it got wet and damp and never got warm and dry and exposed to the sun. It's a beautiful tree, isn't it? I don't really want to lose it. So you see there, they look quite healthy, those leaves. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about how you treat them, or whether it'll just sort itself out now that its circumstances have changed, I think, or whether it's worth us cutting those lower branches, just pruning it a bit there before we leave. I don't know, just let me know in the comments, because I know that YouTube's great for getting advice from people who know stuff.